Hi guys, welcome in. I hope this finds you well. I'm sending you so many positive, uplifting vibes to continue on your path, your mission, and we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Making big strides in our spiritual development, our personal development. But with that, we know that we have to go through the darkness to be whole, to be able to find all of our potentials, all of our hidden limitless potentials. For a lot of us as a child, we were taught to be seen and not heard, okay? And with that, we have shoved down a lot of pieces of ourselves. We've turned them off. And from what I've gathered from the few cards that I've pulled to get a feel of this energy, you're walking through the darkest parts of yourself right now. And this could be very heavy. This could be very this can be, you could just be feeling a lot of energies right now, okay? Yeah, name the parts of yourself that have been deemed bad or wrong throughout your life, either by others, yourself, or both. Think of the ways other people have tried to keep you small. Where do you feel cut off from your power? What would happen if you were to reclaim it? You don't need anybody's permission to do so. It is in the darkness that everything is birthed. We have to go back and find out where we lost our voice, where we shut our innocent selves down, because we have the conjure woman here with manifestation. She also represents the magician. Okay? You can do it, believe in yourself. And when this is difficult, oh my gosh, sorry, excuse me, guys. And when this is difficult, believe in us, your ancestors who have your back. This is a good season for you if you get out of your own way and allow it to be. You are an alchemist. As within, so without, nurture your gifts and give birth to your creative ventures. The Conjure Queen ancestor brings gifts of manifestation and creation. The infinity sign is a reminder that she is limitless, and so are you. She's prominent of inspired action. When you feel afraid, inferior, or insecure, she is the one whispering into your soul that you can do it. So while you're navigating these dark trenches, these parts of yourself that you've lost, that you've forgotten, that you've repressed, that hold all of the power, that hold the power for you to birth a new creation. I love how these kind of go together. It's like you're being supported by your ancestors. You're being supported by the unseen forces to go into these dark corners within yourself to reclaim the power that is yours, because you are the magician. You were gifted by your ancestors with some kind of abundant gift. Some kind of... It's like you see things that in a way that other people don't. And it's very uplifting. It's very encouraging. It helps other people see and feel the light, or know that they're not even hope, because hope is like just hoping for it. It's like you give people an I know. It's like you reestablish some kind of connection because you're so connected to your ancestors and connected to your shadow side, and you're able to go in and retrieve parts of yourself when you feel guided to, in order to bring something new into this world, even into your own reality. It doesn't have to be the entire world, but we do have world here. So, and with these two following psychic cards, Stormy and Growth, I feel like this is just validating the world and Conjure Woman. You have to go through the storm. You have to go through the darkest parts of yourself, the deepest, darkest, intense emotions, intense experiences that you've had for this growth to occur. And again, the Conjure Woman's the growth. And the world and Stormy is, you know, those really intense feelings that come up. Maybe the parts of you that you just don't even want to look at. But you have a boat, you have a ship. And you know what else I just noticed is the world in tarot is card 21, right? And then what do we have right here? 21, Stormy. So I feel like your storm is coming to an end, at least your current one, because you found something within yourself that you used to repress and you used to be ashamed of. And now you're showing it love. You're giving it offerings. You're allowing it to grow and be what it is. What did Conjure Woman say? Believe in yourself. What was it? There's something about allowing. Yeah. This is a good season for you. If you get out of your own way and allow it to be, you are an alchemist. You take all the elements. You inspire growth in others just by the way that your outlook is on life. I'm going to go ahead and read 15. Why not? A time of evolution and growth is here. You may be leaving behind outdated and antiquated relationships, mentors, belief systems, situations, or environments. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this card calls for a deeper commitment or a decision to let go in order to honor your journey. Draw another card for clarity about which direction to take regarding your situation. This card represents knowing that all will be well and for the highest good. Spiral is one of the oldest designs to appear throughout the ages, even as far back as prehistoric times. It is a symbol of growth and evolution. It is a sacred symbol that represents the cycle and journey of humankind. Now, it did say what card was going to be around it. Okay, so do brace yourself. This growth is going to be something exponential. So you are being guided to wait for this storm. Wait the storm out before proceeding. So make sure you're concluding, like it's almost like closing a circle or closing a portal. It's like it needs to be, your intentions need to be set that this is closed off so that you can move on into the next chapter. So this growth can actually take place. It's almost like, you know, this is a weird analogy, Spirit. Digging a hole to plant a seed. It's almost like if it was a different perspective from the ground, it's like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, you're digging a hole in me. Like, what is this for? But in reality, a seed is being planted and it's being covered, and then growth can happen. So it's kind of like destruction, blah, 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 you know, but planting a seed, covering it up and allowing it to grow. It's like, I have no idea why that analogy came up, but okay. We're going to roll with it. Let's get one of these, and we're going to see what this is. What is this storm? What is this shadow? What are they going into the stormy, murky depths of their soul for? Give me one from this deck. We're going to pull one from each. I want to know what this stormy mind, body, soul. Three of Pentacles. So you're retrieving a part of your soul, your spirit, your mind. Let's pull some more before I also see somebody trying to pull more energy. Maybe you're trying to find a way to better communicate with your light team, with your spirit guides. I just heard somebody's trying to channel. Okay. One more for this, please, for the Three of Pentacles. Judgment. A new spiritual story, forgiveness, awakening, evaluation, mission, rebirth, action, decision, renewal. So, yeah. Wow. Somebody wants a renewal of their energy. That's what's coming out here with Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. Somebody is in search of like another awakening. Oh, another. Or an awakening. A new spiritual story of some sort. An alliance with their ancestors. With some kind of greater... Yeah. Oh my God. Merit making. Someone is in search of finding they're pulling energy. It's like, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're not really looking for, I'm sure a 3D connection would be great, but this is like becoming friends with yourself, with your shadow, with your soul, with your subconscious, with whatever it is you want to label it. But joint effort with the Three of Pentacles. Wow, okay. It's like you're going into the darkness because you're trying to find goodness. And what is good is bad and bad is good. The dark actually holds the keys. The dark side of us, the shadow side of us, once it's named, once it's tamed, it can be used. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that in a helpful way. Because it wants to help us. It wants to work with us. Do you see this? I mean, and then the Three of Pentacles. This is why somebody's going through the storm. Wow, very honorable to whoever I'm talking to. And yes, this could be very stressful. You've had many lifetimes. There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of backed up trauma because of the soul trap that they've had this dome under. Not allowing human beings to know who they truly are, where they come from, their ancestors. And somebody's really reaching out, working on themselves so that they can create this growth, grow with their ancestors. 1313 on the timer. Wow. Okay, give me one with this growth. Whoever you are, this is going to be a huge confirmation that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. I also see a lot of roses and thorns. You know, the bittersweetness of this whole experience. It's allowing to take the good with the bad, but also finding the lessons within the bad so that it's not really bad. It's just an experience. And usually from what quote unquote we consider bad is technically just something to, it's like a catalyst. It's a catalyst to get you where you need to be going. To keep you on your path so you don't unconsciously sign up for an exit plan. And if you know what an exit plan is, you know what I'm talking about. Like as in to leave this realm and start over. Because people do it on a soul level. They'll be like, okay, well, we're way too far down the path. There's no way we're going to get back onto our destined path. So we're going to exit and we're going to come back. But therein lies also the problem with the soul trap. Like people going to the light because their loved one was there, when in reality that was drawn out of your mind so that you would trust the light, But don't go to the light, people. Don't. And I mean, that sounds so wrong, like taken out of context. But when you do enough research on near-death experiences and what the higher ups and the people that are actually controlling our realm are doing to keep us trapped here, you'll know what I'm talking about. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Victory over obstacles after struggle. Realizing not all is lost. Coming out of mourning. So you could be mourning a part of yourself. You could have went into this deep abyss within yourself, which was very stormy, and you might feel guided to cry so that you can have victory over these obstacles. It's almost like you're crying and mourning a piece of yourself, or crying and mourning because, oh, that's deep, Spirit. You're crying and somebody is crying and mourning because it's like the realization, the truth is very overwhelming. Like, wow, I had this inside of me the whole time and I didn't know it. And it's almost like crying for the other versions of you that had to go through all of that. But again, it's meant to be. There's nothing to regret. It led you to this point. But it's almost like the people that are coming into this knowledge now, our dreams for the future generations is like, let's cut that part out. They don't need to go through all that. Like we experienced all that trauma, so the later generations don't have to. Let's find a way to incorporate these teachings as early as possible so that the younger generations are awakened. And I'm not talking about woke. Woke is a term that talks about past tense. We are not woke. Do not be woke. Be awakened. You are awakened being. You are awake. Use it as a present term or present tense term, because they're trying to get people to go back to sleep, even by using the word woke. The word woke, go look up the definition. Its definition talks about the past tense of being awake. We don't want to go back to sleep. We want to stay awake, right? Sorry, I get a little because it's not easy. Once you do go through your awakened experience, you find out the truth of who you are, what we're capable of, and all these things, and how we've had chains. We've had chains around our neck. We've had chains around our arms. We've had chains around our brains and our hearts for a very, very long time. And it's time for it to stop. If people just realize how much power they have, and that those other entities, creatures, beings, whatever, that are higher up trying to keep us in control, they're actually very scared of us. They're very scared of you. Once you know your power, man, their chests start rattling and, oh my God, you're giving me a heart attack. Okay, anyway. The Emperor, divine masculine in the upright, action oriented. So the Conjure Woman did talk about, with manifestation and growth, action oriented. Now it's time to take action. Now that you've dived into the deepest part of your soul and you've found the truth, you have found how you've been led astray with this boat. You had been led astray down into, you see this waterfall? They didn't want you to ever come out. They didn't think you were going to ever come out. But you have. And you've mourned. And you've claimed victory over these obstacles. You're going to begin to get things done, or that's what you've been doing. You're a leader. You are a leader, and this has made you stronger. This crying has made you stronger. I do not agree with that at all. I know when I purged before my full-blown experience, it was all about crying, because I had so much built-up energy within my body that needed to be released. Sometimes I was crying and I was like, started meditating, and I just started crying. I'm like, what is happening? I had no idea what was going on. But I later on found out, it's like when you do it, later on spirit tells you why it ended up happening, but you have to follow those nudges, you have to follow that guidance from your ancestors and your higher self to do, and then they can explain why it needed to happen. So good job, whoever you are, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to feel whatever it is that needed to be felt so it could be released, so you could reclaim your power over it. This is great. I love this. Okay, I'm not taking. All right, so what needs to go with this? Five of Cups and the Emperor. Goal setting. Look at that. A lot of arrows, I've noticed. Like you're on your way up here with the Emperor, the Five of Cups in reverse. You're overcoming obstacles. You're in your purpose. You're setting expectations in a good, positive, healthy way. It's like you know your destination, or at least that's the goal, is to know where you're going. And we won't always know the entire thing. That's the whole point. But it's like at least having a good aim on things. And that's cool because like the arrow with Aries, if you see that, I just get tickled. I tickle my own fancy when I see symbols and signs line up like that. And I know not everybody gets it, but the universe works in signs and symbols, and it will also help jog some memories of yours if you're having trouble remembering some things. This is so cool. This is so cool. All right. I don't have any my other cards, and my son is doing schooling in there right now. So we're just going to pull an outcome. Spiritual union. For some of you, you're going to end up meeting your person. For others, this is just you going within the darkness and retrieving the other part of yourself. Also, divine masculine, divine feminine balance. Passive and active. I mean, we do have manifestation up here with Conjure Woman and the Emperor. And Judgment. Wow. You're like ready to work, to put in the effort, to pull energy with others, to find other like-minded individuals like yourself to grow with. And I also have the infinity sign here again. You could be seeing the figure 8. Yeah. Material harvest. Guys, what is up? This is nothing but just good news, confirmations that you're doing the right thing. That yes, sometimes it is stormy. Yes, sometimes it does feel like things are falling apart, but it's all coming together. Things sometimes have to fall apart in order for them to come together. That's so awesome. Material harvest. So 2 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Being one within yourself is going to bring in so much material harvest, spiritual union, and the connections you're going to have are going to be built on, like, there won't be any trauma bonding because you have healed these parts of yourself. I'm going to get one more. Something's saying one more. Because 3. Fulfillment and wishes. What? Oh my God. You guys. 2 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. Fulfillment of wishes, material harvest, anything you guys are wanting. This is so big. This is so huge for whoever I'm talking to. I cannot believe the way the cards are coming out right now. The treasure is yours. The treasure chest is yours. The abundance is yours. You're bringing something into this reality that has never happened before. This has never happened before, guys. The tyranny, the control is ending. And it's allowing those who are spiritually connected, who are chosen, who know that they have done the work, your cup overfloweth. Okay, I have nothing else to say about this because I have no other cards to really pull from. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being guided by your ancestors and connecting with your shadow self to get those little Easter eggs, to get that little divine power that's needed to continue to move forward, and let yourself mourn for anything that needs to be mourned. It's not resist. Don't be repressing it and stuffing it down and saying, oh no, it's not a big deal. It is. Everything can become a big deal if you don't deal with it, right? Because you are going places. Oh my god. I can't even. This is so cool. You're like a master of your own underworld. You've dealt with low vibrational energy so much that, yes, okay, I heard it's a part of you, but you work with it. It's almost like your shadow comes up and is like, hey, yeah, do you remember that energy? Like, you used to be in that energy a long time ago. And it's like having compassion. It's non-judgment. Thank you, Train. Wow. It's like you have your own ship to navigate your own underworld. And it presents you with unlimited potential to manifest growth and to overcome any struggle and any obstacles that are put in your way. This is one of the best reads I have ever done. Period. I don't even want to close it because it's so good. All right, guys. Until next time, I love you. The universe loves you, and everything is working out for your best and your highest good. Until next time, bye.